Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening, beauties and gentle beauties.
I don't see too many people here yet.
Sometimes it takes a bit for our audience to arrive.
That's true, and then we have time zones to worry about as well. Oh, there's people now.
Indeed.
Hello!
Oh. It looks like our first wonderful viewers are showing up.
Welcome. We're gonna be doing a Q&A this week.
Yes.
With,
Feel free to ask us any questions.
of course, we'll start out with the questions from the Discord. Let me know if it sounds okay, if the music's too loud or the voices are too quiet. Yes, we'll be answering your questions, so feel free to put them down in the live chat, and we'll get to them eventually.
So, shall we begin?
Sure thing.
Okay then. Elena asks, to Papyrus, is it weird taking care of Sans even though he's the oldest?
Is Sans the oldest? I'm not sure. I mean,
It appears that way.
taking care of him is kind of a stretch. I help him out where I can, but I encourage him to work on his own.
Alright then.
Let's see, for you, Mettaton, how is your relationship with Napster Blue?
Oh, Blukey is an absolutely wonderful cousin. He's helped me out with audio technology for my tours.
Oh,
Yes, he's quite good at it.
let's see.
Jamish asks, to Papyrus, the rumor come out, does Papyton is canon?
I hear this a lot. I'm not sure what they mean.
I'm honestly not sure either, but sounds interesting.
Is Elphys making a robot of me?
You never know what she's up to.
Huh. I'll be ready.
Alright then.
Let's see. Funster Onitra says to Mettaton, are you in love with Papyrus?
Well, isn't that sort of the same question?
I'm not sure.
Honestly, that's one of the things I can't say for certain.
But it is nice to meet you. I've watched your show quite often.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, darling. Anyway, to Papyrus, would you hook up with Mettaton if you knew he was down? These questions seem oddly repetitive.
Maybe we don't ask the same questions over and over and over again. They said Papyrus speak up. I'm guessing that means I am low.
Maybe a tad.
Would I hook up with Mettaton? I will be the best friend I can be.
Well, that's good.
And the greatest fan as well.
Indeed, you've done a great job with that. Okay then. Senor Freshy Boy Jr. asks, to Papyrus, what would you do if Sans actually picked up his socks?
That would be the best day of my life, I would say. As long as he got all of them, there is the one, but there's many people do not know about.
Oh.
don't understand. You only need the one pair. Why have extras?
Who knows anymore? Never question skeletons.
Also from Senor Freshy Boy Junior. Mettaton.
That's a lot of juniors.
Yes. Mettaton, have you ever used a pickup line on Paps? If so, which one did you use? These questions.
I think it might be best if we talk about something else.
That's true. Let's make sure we read them before we read them out loud, then.
Good idea, then. Abod 13S Gamer asks, to Papyrus, what will be your reaction if you find out that Sans is more powerful than you?
Powerful?
Is he really?
He hasn't shown any signs of being better than me. Of course, it's hard to compare.
If anything, he seems awfully lazy to me.
That's true. He's more powerful at being lazy than I am, so...
That could be true.
And Bod also says to Mettaton, never mind, I'm not going to ask that.
Is it the same question again?
It is the same question. I don't understand.
These humans never learn.
But anyways, Sylvester says something different. Mettaton, how are your legs so fabulous?
Some are born fabulous, like myself, and, well, you just have to embrace it.
Yeah, and have a good mechanic, like Dr. Alphys, I suppose.
Indeed.
Your legs seem a lot more detailed than the arms. I'm wondering what the thought process
Then again,
was.
who needs arms with legs like these?
Very true! Oh, you have another question from Day. Mettaton, what hair product do you use for your gorgeous hair?
Of course, I only use MTT brand quality beauty hair gel. It's the most fabulous you can get, darling.
I have to restock on that.
I'm not going to question why you need that. Anyway, for Papyrus, how are your spaghetti skills? I hope you got better at cooking.
Better? Well, I can keep practicing, but I'll always be the best. At least in the underground. I'm not sure about anyone else. Abby says to Mettaton, leg? Question
Leg.
mark. Leg.
Fabulous.
That's a good question.
Most fabulous leg. Life can I heal faster, please? Asks. To both. Poke times 100. I'm not sure if I could really feel that. I am made of metal, after all.
Metal and magic, I suppose.
Yes.
Poking me would be very difficult, unless you can... Well, I guess you could poke my armor. Being a skeleton. Go right through me. Sans taught me that one. Abstracted Thinking says, Mettaton, have you ever been to a PTA meeting at Frisk School?
Yes, and they get long and tedious at times, and honestly, they could use some extra fabulous.
Also follow-up, I suppose. Have you done anything crazy, like if kids poke fun at Frisk?
I'm there to protect our ambassador when they need it.
Oh, yes. The human's very important.
Indeed.
Oh, there's more. Also, your TV show... Is your TV show on the surface, and is everything what you hoped it would be?
Well, I'd say it's going quite fabulously so far.
Your TV show's live in
Yes.
the human world. Oh, I've got to tune in.
That's always good. Okay then. Papyrus, do you cook anything other than spaghetti?
Of course. Spaghetti's just my forte. I've learned many recipes in my experience in the kitchen.
Okay. Fair enough. Alphys asks to either best ways to be great and fabulous. Well, the first way to start being fabulous is to, of course, work on your legs, because legs are the most fabulous.
Also, being great is lots of practice. You're not born great, or built in Mettaton's case, but improve continuously by practicing.
Huh. Well, that's always good. Okay then. Calodon Megalodon asks, Papyrus, I like spaghetti just like you. That's not really a question, but...
I like you
Feel like a
too,
compliment.
though. Oh, there's many for me.
Oh, okay then. Joshua Hamill asks, what is your favorite type of animal, Papyrus?
Huh. That's a tough one. I am fond of the little tiny critters that work together, that live in a hill. Ants. I don't know if that's an animal. They're not human. Do you have a favorite animal, Mettaton?
No. I'm not sure if anything can compete to be as fabulous as I am, so I'm not really sure.
Alright. Thanks for the question, Joshua Hamill.
The Septic asks, Papyrus, how's it going?
It's going well. There's not too much noise today. And I get to do a QnA with Mettaton, one of my favorite TV stars.
Ah. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. Anyway, the Kid Sans One asks, Pap, do you know about how cool your brother is?
Do I know how cool he is? I mean, my brother's pretty cool, I would say. Although he tells me I'm the coolest. But, you know, I lost my train of thought. I'm not sure how to pronounce the next one. Dermahinator. Mettaton, what was your greatest show yet?
Oh, I'd say my first show with the human. That was absolutely amazing.
It had good ratings, I heard.
Indeed. It was probably my all-time record.
Let's see what's next.
Rakin Kin asks, Papyrus, can I get a hug from you?
I'll give you all the hugs, Rakin. And just be aware that they'll be the greatest hugs you ever receive.
The Magnificent Gabster asks, Papyrus, do you know Gaster?
Yes, we actually had a Q&A. It was fun. He's an interesting fellow.
Alright then. Phil Frisk asks, Papyrus, is it okay if I hug you?
So many hugs. You'll all receive hugs. If more people ask for them, just assume that I will give them out.
Ah. Okay then.
Sandra Durant asks, MTT, how long have you been in business?
Oh, well, since I got my robotic body, really. It was something I always dreamed of. And now I've realized it.
Hmm.
Okay, then. Jackie Boy says to Papyrus, how many kinds of spaghetti can you cook?
Well, give me any challenge and I'll surely take it. Jackie boy.
Alright then.
Let's see. Maya Magpie to Moose Fox. AJ, that is a long name. Hi, Mettaton. Do you ever remember the genocide runs?
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but
Is that a television show?
in case I ever need to fight against humans, I do have some built-in combat features.
Oh yeah, the human hunting protocol software.
Yes.
Who has a question next?
Hannah Forsyth asks, Papyrus, why are you such a cinnamon roll?
I'm a skeleton. I'm not a cinnamon roll. People keep calling me that. Cinnamon rolls are at the bakery, and I am the skeleton.
Oh my.
But thank you.
The Kid Sans One asks, Pap, do you know how cool your brother's powers are?
His powers of sleeping and slacking off. I'm aware of them.
They certainly seem to exist.
Sonic X Lover 333 Mettaton. What are your favorite shows about? Are they action, romance, and would you ever let Papyrus act?
Well, for one, I'm always open to having guests on my show, so very possibly.
Good.
And two, they can be about anything, really. I mean, remember how many segments I squeezed in when the human was here?
That's true. I'd like to be on the show. I've never tried acting.
Well then, we can certainly arrange that.
Wow. Zero likes destroying things. Mettaton, would you smooch a ghost?
Oh, heck yeah.
Of course, but I don't have lips.
Hannah Forsyth asks, Papyrus, why are you so perfect?
Perfect prestigious, that is the great Papyrus, as natural. Although it did take some work to get where I am today, and I continue to improve.
Okay then. Rakin Kin asks, Papyrus, is Frisk good at cooking?
I'll admit the human does have their skill, but I've never seen them cook a dish before. Although Undyne said that they helped them once and the house caught on fire. So I don't imagine so.
Oh. Well then. Jonah Prochniak asks, Papyrus, does the name Gaster sound familiar? I think we answered this one.
Yes, if you're wondering, yes, I know who Gaster is. We've spoken. Metalissa Karen says, Mettaton, have you had Frisk or Papyrus become one of your backup dancers for your shows?
Not yet, but the human did show off some pretty fabulous moves back then.
I could try.
Oh, okay then.
I can jump really high.
Ah. Alright. Pro Gamer Marlin asks, to the great Papyrus, is Sans funny?
Sans has his moments, but it gets a little endearing after the first 1,000 jokes.
Okay.
Carla Maria says, Mettaton, how fabulous are you?
How fabulous am I? That's quite the question. I'd say that my name, Mettaton, is the definition of fabulous, so I hope that's a good enough answer for you.
Hmm. Safi Loves Sands says, does Burger Pants still work in the MTT resort?
Oh, yes, and it seems like he could enjoy his job a bit more, but I'm here to guarantee that happens.
Yeah, well, at least he's employed.
Indeed.
Sonic Lover Ex Lover 33 again. Mettaton, what if Napstablook had a robot body like you?
Well, I don't think they want one, but if they did, then I guess they could experience what it's like.
True, but who knows what a ghost wants to inhabit? A dummy or a robot, I suppose.
True.
He does spend a lot of time at his computer. Maybe he'll become that. Let's see. Mia Magpie 2. Mettaton, do you ever watch anime with Dr. Alphys?
Oh yes, on occasion. The other day she was showing me one with men with fabulous legs and all these dramatic poses, and I'd have to say I quite enjoyed it.
Were they familiar enough to be, an inspiration for how you were built?
Maybe. They could have been. I mean, we did share a lot in common.
Alright.
Okay then. Perpetually Screaming asks, Papyrus, what's your favorite food?
Oh, the oatmeal with dinosaurs in it. It's quite fun.
Oh, surprisingly not spaghetti.
I never
Well then.
said I have eaten spaghetti. I just make the best around.
Ah, okay.
Joshua Hamill says, excuse me, Mettaton, what is your favorite color?
I'd say probably pink and black. Together especially.
It's a good combination.
Indeed. Very fabulous, I'd say.
Let's see. Kara and Krozzy Show says, Mettaton, what's your favorite human song that you've heard on the surface?
I'm not sure, honestly. They have interesting taste in music. It's a whole variety of things, really.
Yeah, human music is interesting.
Very true. Papyrus. Well, the same person asks, Papyrus, what's your favorite episode from Mettaton's TV show?
They're all great. I did.
Oh, I thank you.
No problem. I'm a huge fan. I'm restraining myself from fangirling, do they say?
It's okay, Papyrus.
But the episode with the human was quite enjoyable.
Ah, yes, great times.
Jackie Boy says, Mettaton, how strong are you?
I'd say I have a decent amount of strength. Well, especially in my human eradication form, but the defense could be worked on. Sandra Durant asks, to Papyrus, how old are you?
How old am I? Well, I'm a skeleton, so I must have lived some lifetime. But after that, I'm not sure. It kind of blends. Hannah Fawcett says, Mettaton, how do you get your hair so perfect? Theirs is a mess. Oh.
Again, always try MTT brand beauty hair gel. It'll make your hair look as fabulous as mine, darling.
Oh, Jackie Boy again. Lots of questions from Jackie Boy. Mettaton, have you ever tried Papyrus's spaghetti?
Not yet, and I would, but I'm not exactly sure if robots need food.
They don't need it, but you could try it.
I mean, I could. Maybe I should give it a try sometime.
Alright, that's a plan.
Okay then.
Sonic X Lover 333, MTT, do you have a famous human actor or actress? If you do, then who is it?
What? I'm slightly confused, but I am myself. I don't need an actor or actress.
Hmm,
I'm just fabulous enough on my own.
it's very true. Humans, I don't think, can compete.
Indeed. Jackie Boy asks to Papyrus, why don't you make a cooking show?
I could. I mean, if they allow me to, I could have some sort of segment.
All right then. The Magnificent Gabster asks, do you know Sans can teleport? He can shoot frickin' lasers, Gaster blasters, and frickin' he can sorta survive after 0 HP.
This sounds like another fan fiction. Magnificent Gabster, you read too much science fiction. Jonah I can't say that word. Progniak says lies. You weren't born fabulous. Alfie's made your body fabulous. Might want to thank her for that.
Well, yes, she did make my body more fabulous, but I think I was a good deal fabulous in my ghost form, too.
Yeah, true. And also you flaunt the robot body magnificently, I would say.
Indeed. Thank you. Anyway.
Sonic X Lover 333, Mettaton, do you have a radio in your robot body, or, you know, what else is built into it?
Well, I do have a built-in speaker for taking calls on my show and such, but I suppose it could also play music, or whatever you need it for.
Whatever parts I suppose Alfie's found?
I guess. It appears I'm made of a whole bunch of stuff, really. The Magnificent Gabster asks, who is your mother and father, Papyrus?
Well, I never really knew them well. It's kind of a fuzzy memory. I'm unsure. Jackie Boy says, Mettaton, why do you always stay positive?
Well, when you're as fabulous as I am, maybe you'll see.
Being negative probably wouldn't bring in the viewers that you want.
Exactly. You just need a bit of confidence. Joshua Hamill asks, Papyrus, how is your training with Undyne going?
Oh, great as always. I always seem to excel, and they are getting a little repetitive. It's enjoyable still.
Okay.
Felfrisk says, MTT and Papyrus, could I have dancing and cooking lessons? At the same time?
That may be a bit difficult, but separately, we could work out an arrangement.
I still think dancing with cooking could be interesting.
Possibly. Hannah Forsyth asks, to both, how do you be fabulous and popular? I need tips from the coolest peeps around. Why, thank you. But anyway, like I said before, sometimes it just takes a bit of confidence.
True, and practice and things like that.
And following your dreams, really.
Always work hard and you'll get the future that you're looking for.
Yes. Okay. Sonic EXE, the meme lord and shitposter, asks, hey Papyrus and MTT, have you seen If Undertale Was Realistic? Yes, and I don't think they accurately portrayed any of us.
The voice is all wrong.
Very
Well,
true.
It's an interesting satire film, I guess you could call it. Sonic's ex-lover, again. Mettaton, have you ever cooked with Papyrus? I think you guys would make good cooking partners. Not yet.
I could try it sometime.
It could be a show. That could be how I get on, if that's okay with you.
That could work. We could arrange that.
Fantastic.
Maybe we should set it up sometime.
Yes, I like this idea.
Okay.
Super Dude 235 says, MTT, what is the most boring thing that you've done?
Like I said before, those PTA meetings can be tedious.
I've never been to one.
It may be for the best. Sonic X Lover 333 asks, Papyrus, where did you learn to cook? You're amazing.
Well, Undyne gave me most of my training, which involved cooking. I know it's a bit strange for Royal Guard training, but it got me to where I am.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
Carla Maria says, both. Do you think that you'll cook together? We've answered this.
Yes.
We'll get something together, maybe a show. So they also say, Carla Maria says, do you want to be friends with a human like me?
Well, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Sure, I'll be your friend, Carla Maria. Giselle Ramirez, MTT, I love your music.
Oh, why thank you, but you should give Blukey the credit. They've helped a lot. Failfrisk says, puts on my red scarf. Am I cool now, Papyrus?
Well, I would say you look about 60% cooler.
Huh. Well, that's good. Isabella33 says, to Papyrus, you are the coolest. May I ask how your day has been, and what is your favorite puzzle?
My day's been great. Everything seems to be going well. My favorite puzzle. I did like the one with the snow that I tried to arrange in the shape of my face, but it froze to the ground. It would have been great if it had gone well.
Okay. Christopher McCauley asks, or it's not really a question, so they just say, popping in for a hello, I made a stream for once. Papyrus is the coolest, and Mettaton knock him dead. I'll do my best, darling.
Oh, thank you. Let's see. Joshua Hamill. Mettaton, I think you are the most fabulous robot ever!
Oh, why thank you.
These are a lot of compliments instead of questions, but I'm not complaining.
Indeed, it's never a bad thing.
Phil Frisk hugs MTT. Again, this is not a question, but you've received hugs.
Ah, okay. Jackie Linnerup asks, to Papyrus, do you ever watch the stars?
They're quite nice to look at. Unless there's sunlight out, then you can't see them too well, except for the big one in the sky. It's called the sun.
Yes.
Let's see. Duper Whooper DMT says, to both. Do you ever have a sense of deja vu?
Well, sometimes when I perform, I think of the very first time I did. So, I suppose.
Interesting. I have deja vu sometimes. It's kind of a pain in the neck when it happens.
Ah. Okay. Hinata-chan 360 asks, Papyrus, would you smooch a ghost?
No, I wouldn't be against it. I don't have lips though, so probably pretty hard to do. What is next? Super Dude 235 says, Papyrus, do you remember me? Of course I remember you. You've been in a few of the streams, actually.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Apologies for leaving.
No problem.
So where were we?
Let's see. I said I remembered Super Dude.
Oh, okay. Alison Saffron asks, whose magic is stronger, Pappy or Mettaton? I mean, we use it for different purposes, so you can't really compare.
Well, I've had practice with bolt magic. I have special attacks. I don't know. Is your power even considered magic, or?
I mean, I'm made of metal and magic, so.
True.
Okay.
What is next?
Multi-Dimension Girl 1 asks, Hey Papyrus, can I have some spaghetti?
Of course. I have plenty in my refrigerator. I'll send some over later.
Okay. Super Dude 235 asks, Papyrus, you're called the Great Papyrus. Why not the Perfect Papyrus?
Well, I'm great, but I wouldn't say perfect. Plus everyone might call me the PP, and I wouldn't like that.
Oh.
GP sounds cool, though. Jennifer
Okay.
Jennifer Clancy says, Mettaton, how did you get those legs? Yes.
Well, you'd have to thank Alphys for that. I mean, she's the one who designed my robot body. So.
Yeah, we've answered that, but yes.
Yeah. Okay then.
The wizard is here. Says, Mettaton, do you have any tips for a rising dancer?
Well, try your hardest, never give up, and in no time you'll be fabulous.
True. Practice and you'll be great.
Okay. Sonic EXE, the meme lord and shitposter asks, Hey Papyrus, why is your voice like Skeletor?
Skeletor? I'm not sure who that is. He sounds like a skeleton in the whole first part of his name.
Probably. I'd
if
say
I
he
sound
probably
like
is.
him, then that's pretty cool.
Ah. Okay.
What's next?
Alison Saffron asks, Does Sans get nightmares?
Oh, I think so. I've heard him call out in the night once or twice, but I wouldn't know for sure. He keeps to himself a lot.
Ah,
Let's see.
okay.
Cara Rodriguez Guerrero says, cool, Papyrus and Mettaton. Hello. Hello, I suppose.
Hello then.
Hinata-chan360 says, Mettaton, I play keyboard. Can I audition to be part of your band?
Well, I suppose you could give it a shot. Regina9 asks both, can you guys hear the background music? Can you two say some reactions to it?
I can hear it. Like, right now, I think it's the core music? It just kind of prevents awkward silences. That's why I put it on.
I suppose. Okay then.
Ultra T says, Mettaton, could you show me your Neo form, pretty please?
Well, I don't really bring out that form unless I really need to.
True.
So, I guess we'll have to wait and see if a situation arises when I do. Okay then.
You can ask the next one.
Okay. Trashmate asks, do you both like memes?
I've heard they're quite popular.
It depends on it depends on a number of things. Like,
There are good memes and there
am
are
I
bad
fabulous enough to
memes.
be one now?
I see myself in a lot of them. A lot of the ones
that's good.
that have you involve your legs, mostly.
Ah. Okay then. Well, that's not that bad.
So memes are alright. Jello Girl says, Mettaton, can you cook eggs on them legs?
Actually, I do believe that Alfie's built in a grill to my legs, so I could give it a shot sometime.
You gotta get your protein or whatever eggs have in them. Jonah Prokniak says, Mettaton, would you push the button? Upon pushing this button, your show will be the only thing on any television, and everyone will watch it. But the side effect is that you'll never have legs again.
As rewarding as that sounds, I wouldn't give up these legs.
I mean, you could walk on your arms. They stretch quite long.
Well, still. Rakeen Kin asks, to Papyrus and Mettaton, are Ascoratorial back together? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I'm really not sure.
The Queen kind of just teaches school.
Yeah. I think the king is taking up gardening as a hobby now. So.
Oh yes, he made a hedge in the shape of my head.
Ah. Well, that's pretty cool. Jackie Boy asks, to Papyrus, do you know the talking flower?
Oh yes, he talks to me sometimes. Gives me some advice. Some
I don't believe I'm aware of this flower.
Well, he's just something I usually see. No one else says that they see him. Is he an imaginary friend? Maybe.
Could be an echo flower.
I don't think so.
Jonah Prokniak asks, Papyrus, what's red and bad for your teeth? A brick.
I agree, Frogniak. I'll say your name right.
Duper DMT asks, To Papyrus, have you ever heard of a Gaster Blaster?
I've heard lots of people talking about it, and I know Gaster, I know what a blaster is. It sounds terrifying.
I'm not exactly sure what it is, but maybe a weapon of some sort. Tonic the Tech Hog asks, Papyrus, I am the Great Tonic. I will make ravioli to try it, and do you like it, and why?
I'll be willing to try it, but
I think that's a somewhat complex question.
yes, the Great Tonic. I will try your ravioli, and I won't make promises on whether I like it or not until I tried it.
Okay then.
Trashmate says, has Alphys watched any new anime recently?
Oh, yes, she's always discovering new titles, but I do question some of her choices.
Like which?
I don't even know the names, but from what I've seen, it's not exactly pleasant.
They also say, do you know what Vocaloid is?
From what I know, there's some sort of artificially generated program that sings songs?
So like you?
Sort of, yes.
Huh. Is Mettaton a Vocaloid?
Who knows? Jackie... Wait, no, skipped it. Wait, yeah, Jackie Boy asks, to Papyrus, can you say nyehehe?
Of course! Yeah! Hope that suffices.
Okay. Giselle Ramirez asks, to Papyrus, what is your attack?
Bone magic. That's what I use mostly, and my famous blue attack. It turns you blue. Tonic the Tech Hog says, Mettaton, do you want to dance with the cool hedgehog?
Well, I would never pass up an opportunity to dance, so... Yeah. Trashmate asks, Papyrus, can you dab?
Dab? I mean, I
could. You've dabbed several things behind your ear.
Yes.
Even though you don't really have one.
Mostly your products. People question that I don't have ears. I questioned it after I stopped dabbing behind my ears. Let's see. Jackie Liner Up says to Mettaton, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, I suppose I'd just like to enjoy it with my family this year, you know. Blukey, that dummy wherever he is, also...
It's a good thing to have for Christmas. Family and friends.
Indeed. Yeah.
Trashmate says, Mettaton, can you rap? And how is Alphys and Undyne?
Well, people have told me to give rapping a shot sometime, so I could try, and Alphys and Undyne are doing pretty well from what I know.
Let's see.
Alphys asks, either, best ways to be great and fab... I think we've answered this one.
Right.
Yeah. Nyehehehe asks, to Papyrus, what's your favorite bedtime story?
First of all, that's a great name. Also, my favorite bedtime story is the one about the fluffy bunny. Sans reads it to me every night.
Always a good choice.
Yes.
Astzelel asks, to Papyrus, what do you think of Sans? Has he picked up his sock yet?
He has not. It still remains. Lest I've tried to remind him over and over. Perhaps he'll hang it up like he does every Christmas.
Alright then. It's Jag asks, to the beloved Mettaton and Papyrus, I understand people have a tendency to misunderstand truly great things. Perhaps some have even had trouble understanding the two of you. If I might ask, how do you manage this sort of thing? Well, I think we've done a pretty good job of managing it during this whole session.
I would say so.
At the beginning, people wouldn't stop asking us the same exact questions.
True, they still sort of do, but it's mostly about being great and such. Oh, he goes on by saying,
Okay.
Life, can I heal faster, please, too? What? I don't understand
What?
the last part.
Oh,
Life.
I think that's another person.
Is it?
Life, can I heal faster, please?
Oh.
Asks, to Papyrus. Hugs.
More hugs for you. Hugs for those who request them. Also,
Okay.
we are getting close to the end. I know there's a lot of questions that haven't gotten answered, but we're running low on time.
Yes. But we'll do our best. Okay then. Gay Lover asks, to Papyrus. Do you ever watch the stars? I think we answered this one.
They're quite nice, except for the bright one that burns everyone's eyes. MTT from Sammy says, is this you on every day that ends in Y? 'Cause it should be. Ha! Why do I exist? The picture is part of the question in case it wasn't obvious. And there is a picture of a leg with an egg. Is this you?
Looks like a fabulous leg, and
It's a human
as I mentioned earlier, I could indeed do that.
It is a human leg, though.
Yes, but still fabulous nonetheless. Alright then. King Nightmaster asks, what is your favorite time with the human? Are they talking to both of us?
I believe so.
Alright then. Well, as I've mentioned before, that first show we had, that was pretty enjoyable, I'd say.
I guess we should just quick fire the questions since we're running low on time.
Alright. Let's go.
Let's see. We'll go back and forth, and it doesn't matter who the question's for. TwoAllNighters asks, Papyrus, how many plates of spaghetti can you make? I can make as many as you need.
Life, can I heal faster, please? Asks, to Papyrus. Help, your brother wants to kill me for no reason.
No, he doesn't. That's a rumor. Next question. Bendy the Dabbing Demon says, to Mettaton, how much do you like Papyrus? Out of 10.
Well, I certainly appreciate all the support he's given me, and he seems pleasant to hang out with, so I'd say 10.
Thank you. It's actually a big honor.
No problem.
TwoAllNighters Ex says, Mettaton, are you a cannibal? Papyrus, if you're wondering, I asked, he tried to kill Frisk and turn them into a cake.
That still wouldn't be cannibalism, because
It wouldn't.
the human is not a ghost or a robot, so
True.
it's not cannibalism.
Cake is good. Are you a cake, Mettaton?
No.
That's true.
I don't believe I am.
So, Mettaton is not a cannibal.
Alright then. Trashmate asks, Papyrus, do you ever wonder about Sans' secrets?
I don't wonder about all of them, but he keeps his door locked quite often, so I can't say that I'm not curious. Tonic the Tech Hog says, Mettaton, would you kiss a green hedgehog? It's an interesting question.
Indeed. Dragon Shield says, Mettaton isn't sassy enough. I disapprove.
Oh, no.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Dragon Shield.
I recognize this Dragon Shield person.
Indeed.
Trashmate says, Mettaton, how long can your legs stretch?
As long as I want them to, really, but I don't see many practical uses for it.
Let's keep this going.
Ultra T asks, to Mettaton, why do you have the hair covering your hair? I mean, you can too with MTT. You get it. I've given you my advertisement enough time. Let's just move on.
We are advertising. The Magnificent Gapster says, does Sans like Toriel? Sans won't say. I believe Sans likes most people. He doesn't seem to dislike anyone.
Indeed. Honestly, I'm not sure why people keep asking us about relations. I mean, you can't expect us to know everything.
True.
Superdude 235 asks, Mettaton, have you done anything boring with Papyrus? Done anything fun with Sans? Well, I haven't really spent much time with Sans, and I can't really say I've done anything boring with Papyrus, because this is one of the first times we've met, really.
Yes, it's very entertaining as well. At least I think so. Jackie Lineup says to Papyrus, what's your biggest dream other than being a royal guard? Well, I've lived out my dream of becoming a master spaghettor. My biggest dream would be to be the best friend to all humans in the world.
Ah, that would be nice. Trashmate asks, Mettaton, do you like hamburgers? Well, if they're anything like glamburgers, I'd say they're quite good.
Sammy Boy says, Papyrus, is it windy there? 'Cause your scarf is flying everywhere. I suppose so. It might just be stiff, 'cause it's quite old.
Austin Ferrone asks, for Papyrus, hey Paps, do you think Mettaton has such good social skills with others because he has Mettaton?
Next question.
I have to admit that was a good pun.
I've heard it before. Purring Pause 23 games to Mettaton and Papyrus. Oh my goodness, hi. You two are some of my favorite characters.
Oh, why thank you.
Thank you very much.
The Magnificent Gabster asks, what's your favorite ship, MTT and Pap? Mine's the Titanic.
Don't
I see what you did there.
No. The Queen Mary is also quite good. It's haunted by ghosts.
Oh.
Jackie Boy, to Papyrus, why did you jump out of Undyne's window? It was the nearest exit and I acted quick.
Little Mac Punch-Out Boxer asks, to Mettaton, do you miss Snapsablook? Well, of course, when I'm away from them for too long, I do tend to miss Blookie, but it's always great to see them again.
The Magnificent Gapster says, have you met Blueberry Sans or Underswap Sans? I've heard of them, but I haven't met them yet.
Cappy's Place asks, to Papyrus, do you play Dream Daddy?
I've heard of it, but I've never tried it myself. I think Sans might have tried it before.
Oh. Okay.
Phil Frisk says, MTT and Papyrus. Number 1, could I be a friend? Of course. And 2, could I help with anything?
Well, of course you could be our friend, and if there's anything you could help with, well, I mean, you've been supporting us by watching this, so...
Very true, and providing great questions.
Indeed. Jackie Boy asks, to Papyrus, you should try baking a cake with spaghetti inside it.
That's an excellent idea. I might just do that
Yeah.
this afternoon.
That would be interesting. I know I've said that about a lot of ideas, but I mean, there have been many interesting ideas today, so...
True. Trashmate also says, Mettaton, how do you possess an object?
Well, it depends, but it mainly starts with an object that you feel connected to. Like, something that you desire, really.
And you have to be a ghost.
That too. I don't recommend becoming one if you aren't already.
True.
Fleshy Child asks, to both, what do you like about the surface? I'd say I quite enjoy my expanded audience up here.
I would say I enjoy all the humans as well. Even if they're bad, I know there's good inside them.
Well, that's a good way to look at it.
Super Dude 235. Papyrus, have you ever looked up Disbelief Papyrus and watched it before? It's an interesting story, but it's kind of sad. I don't like it.
The Magnificent Gabster asks, who's older, Sans or Papyrus? Sans. I'll get this out of the way now.
Okay. Let's just say Sans is older. To Papyrus and MTT from Phil Frisk again. Very serious. I think did you guys meet under Phil, MTT, and Papyrus? And could you help me, please?
I don't believe I've met them.
No, I've heard of them, but not met them. And I don't know what to help you with.
Austin Verone asks, hey Paps, can you do that puzzling signature laugh for us?
Again? Of course. Yeah! And I believe that was the last question.
Yes.
Well,
I quite enjoyed answering these.
These were good questions. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'm going to make a poll for next week's QnA. Actually, I suppose I'll post it later if we are to do one, because we might be doing different things in the future. So keep on watching, and anything else to add?
Well, I think this went well.
I liked it.
Indeed, and it was very nice meeting you.
It was a pleasure to meet you as well. So let's close this here. Thanks everyone again.
Alright.
Hope you have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it may be.
And see you next time.